Hello and welcome to the Glad Possible YouTube channel. Let's take the daily newspaper analysis from the 1st of February 2024. Now, all of us are aware of the fact that the interim budget has just been presented, and we will come up with a dedicated video on everything and anything to do with budget that a CLAT aspirant or an ALET aspirant must know. But putting that aside, let's look at the other important articles that have come up today. So let's start off with the very first one. Now, this is to do with the state of Jharkhand. So the CM of Jharkhand, the ex-CM of Jharkhand, Mr. Hemant Soren, has recently been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, and in place of him, Mr. Champai Soren is to take over as the CM of Jharkhand. Now, what is it that we need to know from this entire news? So the very first thing that we must focus on is this body called the Enforcement Directorate. And you see, if you've been reading the newspaper, you've been seeing, the name of this particular body again and again. So let's try to understand a little bit about it. Now, the very first thing that we need to know is that it was established in the year 1956. And it was established as the enforcement unit. तो पहले इसको क्या बोलते थे? Enforcement unit. एक साल के बाद in the year 1957 it was renamed as the Enforcement Directorate. ये कौन सी type की body है? So this is an executive body, right? So there is no article in the constitution for the same. There is no act that has been made for the formation of Enforcement Directorate. So it's an executive body. And it functions under the Ministry of Finance. Apart from that, what else is important for us is that the headquarters is in New Delhi, and the name of the head, who is the director of ED, his name is Mr. Rahul Naveen. Now, कौन से टाइप के केसेस में एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट काम करता है? तो हमारे लिए जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो है मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के केसेस, राइट? सो मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के जो केसेस होते हैं अंडर द प्रिवेंशन ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट इन इंडिया, वहां पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन कौन करता है? एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग? इन वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज, लॉन्डर मतलब किसी चीज को साफ करना. अब खराब चीज को, गंदी चीज को ही साफ करोगे. So you see, whenever somebody makes money by doing illegal activities, and when that person tries to legitimize his or her own income, गलत तरीके से पैसा कमा के उसको ऐसा दिखाया जाए कि भाई मैंने तो बहुत ही लीगल एक्टिविटीज से ये पैसा कमाया है, इस चीज को बोलते हैं, इस पूरे प्रोसेस को बोलते हैं मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग, राइट? सो ऐसे टाइप के केसेस में एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट इज द वन दैट टेक्स केयर ऑफ इट. देयर आर मेनी अदर थिंग्स that it does, but right now we are dealing with this. Now, the second thing that you should ideally know is, what else do I learn from all of this? The very first thing is, of course, the governor. The name of the governor is C.P. Radhakrishnan. The CM now is going to be Champai Soren, and the capital of Jharkhand is Ranchi. So these are certain things that we must keep in mind from this particular topic. Let's go ahead. The next one is with respect to Paytm. So this is in the interest of everyone. You see, what has happened is Reserve Bank of India has put some curbs to render the Paytm wallet and the FASTag inoperative after February 29th. हमें पता है कि सारे के सारे बैंक्स जो हैं उनका सबका रेगुलेटर कौन है? रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. अब रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया टाइम एंड टाइम अगेन क्या करता है? बहुत सारी गाइडलाइंस पुट फोर्थ करता है डिफरेंट बैंक्स के लिए, और उनको एक स्टिपुलेटेड टाइम पीरियड भी दिया जाता है कि इतने टाइम पीरियड में आपने ये गाइडलाइंस फॉलो करनी है. अगर आपने कर ली तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट इफ इन केस यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग आवर गाइडलाइंस, देन वी विल हैव टू टेक सम काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शंस अगेंस्ट यू, राइट? सो इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज दैट इट हैज सेड दैट आफ्टर द 29th of February पेटीएम जो है वो और डिपॉजिट्स नहीं ले सकता. इसका मतलब ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं है कि अगर आपका पैसा पेटीएम में है तो आप उसको निकाल नहीं पाएंगे. राइट नाउ वट एवर मनी यू हैव और वट एवर काइंड ऑफ रिफंड्स दैट यू वर प्रॉमिस्ड, all of that will be given to you. But after the 29th of February, it is said, at least till now, that Paytm will not be able to take further deposits, और जितनी भी activities या जितनी भी services उसके साथ related है उनके ऊपर भी भी इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा, राइट? वो चेंज होगा, पेटीएम कुछ करेगा इसके बारे में, नहीं करेगा, we'll have to keep reading the newspaper for the same. But right now what is important for us is firstly the Reserve Bank of India. Now it was made under the recommendations of a particular commission. आप सबने पढ़ा भी होगा इसके बारे में, नहीं भी पढ़ा तो we will read it here, the Hilton Young Commission. It's a statutory body. The act was made in 1934 and it came into effect in 1935. Right? The very first governor of RBI was Sir Osborne Smith, and the very first Indian governor of RBI was C.D. Deshmukh. The current governor of RBI is Shaktikant Das. Now, there is one thing that you can maybe go and read about as homework, is that there are two neighboring countries of India, जिन दोनों के लिए हमारा जो central bank है, it served as a central bank for two other countries for a little bit of duration. एक 1937 तक, एक 1948 तक, दोनों हमारी neighboring countries हैं. Go and figure out which countries am I talking about. In case you can't, or even if you can, we will discuss the answer to this tomorrow. But as of now, this is what you should know with respect to the Reserve Bank of India. अगर हम बात करें पेटीएम के बारे में, तो पेटीएम was founded in the year 2010 and it was founded by Mr. Vijay Shekhar Sharma under the name of 197 Communications. So that is what we need to know from this particular news. Let's go ahead and talk about the next one. अब इस वाले के बारे में ये क्या है? 5 more Indian wetlands have been added to the Ramsar list. So before we understand, or we try to learn ये कहाँ पे हैं, पहली बात तो ये wetlands होते क्या हैं? As the name suggests, wetland is an area जहाँ पे mangroves के बारे में आपने शायद सुना होगा, जो mangrove forest, सुंदरी trees जो सुंदरबंस में हैं, जिनके roots are visible above the land. So wetlands जो है, they are very very they are brimming with flora and fauna. And so you see, back in the day 1971 में रामसर करके एक सिटी है ईरान में, जहाँ पे बहुत सारी countries they came together and they said let's try to conserve these wetlands, and hence a convention was made that came to be known popularly as the Ramsar Convention. It is also called the wetlands of international importance, especially as waterfowl habitat. And this particular convention, it stipulates certain guidelines कि अगर आपने आपके देश में जाइए, wetlands देखिए, there are certain guidelines that are given with respect to the amount of species that there are, and then the kind of conservation efforts that a country should take to protect these wetlands. And so hence, started this entire thing of different countries coming and recognizing Ramsar sites in their own country, doing things for it. And then those Ramsar sites, they came to be internationally recognized. So ये convention sign हुई 1971 में. It came into effect in 1975. If we talk about India, when did India sign this particular convention or become a part of this convention? It was in 1982. The first 2 sites, हमने 2 sites recognize की, तो जाके हम इसका part बने. और ये पहली 2 sites हमारी कौन सी थी? Chilka Lake in Odisha and Keoladeo National Park in Rajasthan. Right? These 2 are very, very important for us. If they ask us, maximum amount of Ramsar sites India में कहाँ पे हैं, तो they are found in Tamil Nadu. And if they probably ask, maximum in the world कौन से है, कहाँ पे है? So that is in the United Kingdom, 175 Ramsar sites. उसके बाद आ जाता है मेक्सिको 142 में, उसके बाद आता था इंडिया 75 पे. अब 75 में अगर हमने 5 मोर इंडियन वेटलैंड्स ऐड कर लिए, तो टोटलिटी में अब हमारे पास वेटलैंड्स कितने हो गए? 80 वेटलैंड्स हो गए. हम 3rd लार्जेस्ट है इन द एंटायर वर्ल्ड, राइट? सो द वंस दैट हैव बीन एडेड राइट नाउ are Magadi Kere Conservation Reserve, Anka Samudra Bird Conservation Reserve, Agana Shini Estuary from Karnataka. So 3 from Karnataka. and 2 from Tamil Nadu. Now, do we have to learn the entire name with the spelling and everything? No, not really, right? Because हमारा fill in the blank वाला तो system है ही नहीं, हमने तो अपने options में से देखना है. तो if it's a very long, complicated term that you are maybe not able to learn, it's okay. You just pick out bits and pieces of those names and try to learn it that way. You just have to identify the right option from the ones that are given to you. So that is important for us, right? Let's go ahead. The next one is Mr. Jay Shah has been as the ACC president. Now, maybe we can know a little bit about BCCI and about ACC. So let's start with that. सबसे पहली बात तो we can talk about the Board of Control for Cricket in India. So is it a governmental body? No, it is not a governmental body. It is a registered society under the Societies Registration Act. It was made in 1928 and the headquarters is in Mumbai. The president right now is Roger Binney and the secretary is Jay Shah, the guy that you can see on your screens right now, right? Now, if we talk about ACC, which stands for Asian Cricket Council, it was made in 1983. The headquarters is in Colombo, Sri Lanka right now. And Jay Shah has been reappointed as the president of ACC. Now, Asian Cricket Council, it basically has 27 member countries. And what does it do, this particular council? It runs a developmental program that supports coaching, umpiring, and other sports medicine programs in all of these 27 member countries, right? Now let's go on to the next one. This is the last one for the day, I feel. And after that, of course, I told you that we will make an entire video for the budget with respect to CLAT aspirants only. So Punjab has clinched the Best State Award in Green School Excellence, and of course that means that environmental programs बहुत सारे और environmentally friendly हैं बहुत सारे schools पंजाब में, and Sangrur has led as the best district. तो ये वाले awards कौन सी organization देती है? It is given by something called the Center for Science and Environment. It was made in 1980. The founder is Anil Agarwal and the director right now is Sunita Narayan. So if I talk about sample papers of CLAT last to last year की अगर मैं बात करूं तो बहुत सारे questions थे with respect to Miss Sunita Narayan and environmental protests, so on and so forth, right? In fact, under her leadership, this particular center also exposed the high level of pesticides in leading beverage companies such as Coke and Pepsi. Maybe you would have heard of it, maybe you wouldn't have. Regardless, it's important for us, right? So I guess that is that for today. I will see you tomorrow with new news. But before that, I would urge all the CLAT aspirants, all the law aspirants, or anyone who would like to, know a little bit about the interim budget that has been presented to check out the video that we are going to post in some time. Thank you very much for watching us. I'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow with more news. Thank you.